need. Every simple story about you and every little deed. If this is convenient, let me know expedient. I just wanna be the last ingredient you need. Cause it's something, it's something, it's something
in my mind. I wanna talk about feelings deep inside, yeah. Cannot suppress it. This must be love. I'm not searching no more. I found the one for me, yeah. You are my destiny, you are my destiny. I know you must have heard a lot of stories about me, but with you, girl, there is no more lies. I was lost and like in the wilderness, but you brought me back to life. You answer all the puzzles in my heart, yeah. And that's why I never want us to be apart, yeah. I just wanna be there, wanna be the one you love. I just wanna be there, oh, be the one you lean on. I just wanna be there, just like your shadow. I just wanna be there, oh, from now on till tomorrow. I wanna be there, I want to be there, I want to be there, I wanna be there. Hey, said I'll never ever let you down. I don't know why I've been running away from love. I don't know why, yeah, yeah. You brought me peace of mind, and that's why I never ever want us to be apart. Yeah, oh, I just wanna be there, want to be the one you love. Be there, be the one you lean on. I just wanna be there, just like your shadow. I just wanna be there, oh, from now on till tomorrow. I just wanna be there, I just wanna be there, I just wanna be there, be the one you love. I just wanna be there.
Ndibone ubuso bakho buhle, ngathi lilanga liphuma ngasentshona. Kodwa imbali nesikuni yathunga, ndifuna ukuyikhusela kodwa yandikhubela. Ngathi ndiyaphoswa, ndiphinde ndibuyiswe. Ngabe inhliziyo yami iyandishekisa. Intombi yami enesono, ngamthanda kodwa wayengowonke. Ngoba ndiyaloba kodwa ndiyazibuza, kufuneka ndenze njani. Intombi yami enesono, ngamthanda kodwa wayengowonke. Ngoba ndiyaloba kodwa ndiyazibuza, kufuneka ndenze njani. Izwi kama malicho ngamandla, nyana wami musukungama. Kodwa uthando luyandidlalisa, njengepole balele lingenamkhawulo. Indima yami leyo, okanye sisikawu. Andazi, andazi, kodwa ndiyakhathala. Intombi yami enesono, ngamthanda kodwa wayengo
evening, beautiful people. Thank you for that beautiful music, DJ Kid, and welcome once more, welcome once again to the Entrepreneurs Assembly. Yes, it is 3 o'clock and we are live. The Entrepreneurs Assembly is live. I can see beautiful faces already turning on their camera. Yes, you're welcome to the 223rd Entrepreneurs Assembly. I can see Manola, you're looking beautiful as always. Thank you for joining in. Yes, so I'm sliding through my screen right now to see more faces. I think, yeah. So I think more people will be joining in. So let's just give it a few minutes. Yeah. I'm looking forward to awesome time tonight. I'm sure you also are looking forward to an amazing time here at Assembly as well. While some people are still settling in, trying to, get a hang of their network. Yeah, in the spirit of Christmas, I would love for us to, invite as much people into this room as possible. Yes, because we do not gatekeep here. I'd love for you to invite your business partners, your friends, your colleagues. Yeah, it's a beautiful way to, round off the year. Yeah, the link will be sent to the chat room right now, and the admin, please can you help us do that right now so people can, get their loved ones in here and let's have a beautiful, beautiful time here. While at it, we'll be watching a short video clip on how to properly attend Zoom meetings. Yeah, for people that are just joining us for the first time, we just want to show you how we do it here. We have a Zoom culture, and yeah, the admin will be doing that right now. Thank you very much.
How to attend an online video meeting. Number 1. Always stay in the center of the screen. Your face should be in the middle of the screen, not at the top or at the bottom of the screen. Number 2. Your camera should always be at face level, maintaining a distance of 30 centimeters or an arm length from the screen. Number 3. Your lighting should always be in front of you, not behind you. Number 4. Always use the landscape option when using the video call option on your phone. Number 5. Your background should be simplistic with plain decor. This keeps the attention of the audience focused on you. Number 6. Always make sure there are no moving objects or people behind you while you're in an active meeting. Number 7. Always keep your camera on. It is considered unprofessional and in most gatherings unacceptable to leave. Remember to switch off your mic or mute it when not actively participating in a conversation or dialogue. Number 9. Always check to make sure your name and company name appear on the window tab. Number 10. Always try to be still. Avoid making too many movements or fidgeting during a meeting. Number 11. Eating food or having a snack during a video session is considered rude and indecent. However, having a glass of water, tea, or coffee is acceptable. Number 12. When speaking, also try to maintain a normal tone or pitch. Never shout or speak erratically. Number 13. Be on time and ready. Make sure you have everything set up 10 minutes ahead of the appointed time. Number 14. Always look smart. Dress appropriately, you never know who's watching. Number 15. Always let the team know when you're done speaking by indicating "I'm done" or "thank you." Number 16. Do not exceed your time limit. Number 17. Always have your pen and notepad ready so you can take down important points and highlights of the meeting. This is very important. Number 18. Make sure all the necessary devices are functional and running, such as your mic, camera, speakers, and internet connection. Also check your device battery status to make sure they are fully charged. Number 19. Always stay focused and attentive during the meeting. Avoid multitasking so you don't get yourself and others distracted. Number 20. Most importantly, try to be yourself. Stay calm and smile. Thank you. This video was brought to you by Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, AYE, the largest entrepreneurship network in Africa.
Yes, welcome back. Thank you so much, admin, for that wonderful video you've just watched. If you're joining us for the first time, you're welcome to the Entrepreneurs Assembly. Yes, I can see no camera standing right now, and yeah, I can see our beautiful guest in the room. You're welcome, Elizabeth. Yes, I can see Stephen in the room right now. You are welcome. Keep it on, keep it coming on, right? So if you're yet to turn on your camera, we're going to place if it's the name right now that we're seeing on our screen. We want to identify with you. Yeah, so this is the Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization. It is the foremost entrepreneurship network in Africa, right? So this community is powered by the Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization, right? So individuals from different parts of the world, we come here together every Saturday. We come to connect, we come to learn, we come to rub minds together. Yeah, and this Entrepreneurs Assembly, we believe that if you can achieve this much alone, how much more can we achieve together as a community? Yeah, if you can chase one, together we'll chase 10,000. Yeah, and the admin you be displaying a symbol right now, and we usually fold our hands like this in this manner. Yeah, and we say if you can achieve this much alone, how much more can we achieve together? We get a chance to, say this at the end of the assembly. We get a chance to say it together as a community, right? Thank you so much, admin, for that. Yeah, thank you so much. You can take it down now. Moving on, I'd like to, take on a few testimonials that came in through the course of the week. Yeah, and if you'd love to share with us, your journey, what's your journey like? You want to share with us what you've learned, your time here at the assembly. You want to share your feedback with us, 1 or 2 feedback. You can also send it to testimonials at AYE organization.com. Yeah, the admin will be dropping that right now in the chat. Yeah, we want to share in your joy. We want to share, share in your joy. Yeah, thank you so much. So I've got this one from Bhutan, from South Africa, and he says, what AY offers is rare, right? Real leadership, real strategy, real accountability. After applying lessons from the assembly, I improved my business structure and secured partnership that doubled my client base within 6 months. Amazing, amazing. Yes, this is one of the benefits you get to benefit as a member of this community. Amazing, amazing. Admin, keep the class coming in. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm going to be reading the second one. Second one is from Tariru from Zimbabwe. And she says, AYE reshaped my mindset. AYE reshaped my mindset. I learned how to, lead myself before leading others. Today, my business is organized, it is profitable, and positioned for growth. The Entrepreneurs Assembly is where vision becomes direction. Yes, that is from Tariru. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I couldn't agree more with what. Thank you so much. With the feedbacks we've gotten today, yeah. If this is your first time, you're welcome. This is the right place to be, right? This is the right place to be, and you would not be sad joining us here right now. So yeah, moving on, I'd like to go into the business of the day without taking much of our time here. I've got an amazing guest in our midst. Yeah, and this is the second Saturday of the month, and every second Saturday we have a guest speaker who would come in and share with us a wealth of knowledge and all of that. I want to really learn from our amazing speaker right here. We've gotten, yeah, I can spotlight her right away, Elizabeth McCormick, right in the room. Yes, and I'll be reading a little bit of of our speaker today, so that you have a little bit of who she is and what she stands for. Yeah. So I've got Elizabeth McCoy here. She's a globally recognized inspirational keynote speaker, leadership strategist, and a former U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter pilot. As a chief warrant officer, she flew high stakes missions, including the UN peacemaking air assault VIP transport and a top secret military intelligence operation. Amazing. Drawing from military, corporate, and entrepreneurial leadership experience, she delivers powerful insights on leadership, accountability, resilience, and decisive actions, helping organizations achieve top performance millions millions and saving. Yeah, she is a best-selling author of The Pilot Method, sold 40,000 copies and counting. You know, 18 leadership books. She has written 18 leadership books and still counting. Yeah. This is big. She has been featured on CNN, Fox, ABC, CBS, and the Wall Street Journal. She's an award-winning veteran and recipient of the U.S. Congressional Veteran Commendation. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Yes, join me as I make welcome right now with AY clap admin. Yes, amazing, amazing. Join me as I make welcome right now. Elizabeth, call me. God, I hope I didn't bother your name. Thank you so much. The mic is yours right now. You can go ahead and unmute yourself. Thank you.
All right, are you ready for me?
Of course we are.
Let me share. I'm going to share my screen. All right, because we're going to use the chat real heavy. Is that okay? We use the chat? Is everyone going to participate with me? All right. Because the question is can you handle the truth? Okay, come on. Can you? Put in the chat for me. Give me a yes or a no. Because the truth is that I almost failed flight school. But before I tell you about flight school, I need to tell you how I got there. Would that be okay? And along the way, I'm going to share with you lessons that I learned that serve me in life and business and can help you too. Sound good to you? All right, then let's get started. You see, I was an unemployed military wife. I had just graduated from college with a degree in art, a minor in mathematics, and an associate's degree in engineering, and yet I couldn't get a job. But that's because we were stationed at a really crappy base on the for the military that didn't even have a Walmart. I mean, it had nothing. And there were no jobs. And I finally got a job. Yes. You know how sometimes you have to just get a job to get to the point you want to be at, right? So I got a job working in a pizza place. Anyone like pizza? Anyone? Yeah. So working in a pizza place, and I was miserable. So one night I looked at okay, we're going to call him the starter husband. Okay. I looked at the starter husband and I thought if he could be in the army, why can't I? So I decided to join the army, but I wanted the coolest job possible. Okay. I didn't know what that was. So I went on to the base to ask around. I asked if you could do anything, what would you do? And if you had to do it over, what would you do differently? And finally, I asked, what's the coolest job? Okay. Well, after entrepreneurship, all right, I'll give you that. After entrepreneurship, what do you think in the US military the coolest job is? And I'll give you a hint because it's on the slide. All right. Give it to me in the chat. Come on, chat with me. Right? It's being a pilot, right? So I said, oh, I'll do that. Okay, I didn't know it was hard. I didn't know the Army had only let women into aviation about 20 years before that. But the Army, and all their cautiousness and prudence, they were only letting women in one at a time, one at a time, one at a time, you know, to see how it worked out. Like, I didn't know that. I just knew that it felt right. So I went out to the flight line to research it some more. And as I pulled my car off to the side of a dirty, dusty road, the hot, humid August Louisiana, the heat, humidity hit me like an oven. And I walked down a ditch, through knee-high grass, up an embankment, and I got to a chain link fence that protected the helicopters. And I poked my fingers through and gripped hot gray metal as I looked at the helicopters for the very first time. And I went, yeah, this is it. This is what I'm supposed to do. Now, have you had those moments in your life where you're at the right place at the right time, doing the right things, helping the right people? I want you to pay attention to that feeling. Pay attention to that feeling that tells you that you are in the right place at the right time, doing the right things. That feeling doesn't always come around. So when you get that feeling, I want you to really pay attention and think about what am I doing? What part of entrepreneurship and business ownership do I that lights me up? Pay attention to that. And as I looked out through that fence, I had a vision. Now, have you ever had a vision of the way something could be, even though you have no idea how it's going to happen? And I had a vision of myself out on that flight line, flying those helicopters, wearing a flight suit that could still fit today, thanks to Spanx. Here's the thing. I didn't have to know how I was going to become a helicopter pilot to believe I could be a helicopter pilot. You see, we believe in ourselves, our abilities, our potential first. We figure out the how along the way. But what happens is if you don't have that belief in what is possible, opportunities will pass you by. You won't even see it. Your awareness won't be there. The belief comes first. Everything else follows. And I call that being in your potential zone. Because in your comfort zone, you get what you already got. Because you're going where you've already been. The magic happens, business growth happens when you're in a potential zone, not a comfort zone. I walked inside to talk to the pilots. It did not occur to me. They were all men. They helped me. They told me what the process was. And the next step was going to the recruiting station. Now, when I walked in the recruiting station and I said, I want to go Warrant Officer Flight Training Program, what do you think they said? Come on, give it to me in the chat. What do you think they said? A 24-year-old girl walking into the military recruiting station asking to become a helicopter pilot? What do you think they said? Yeah, said, no, you can't do that. Now what do you do, right? What do you do when you're in your potential zone and you believe something is possible and you're met with resistance, right? Does that happen? Do you get resistance when you believe something is possible and other people don't believe? Yeah, resistance happens. So here's a simple thing you can do to help combat resistance. And that is question with curiosity. And I want you to be more curious, no attitude. Bring that curiosity factor in. And so for me, I asked him, why not? I needed to know what was standing in my way to become a helicopter pilot. And he said, well, you need perfect eyesight. I said, oh, I have that. Why not? Well, you need perfect physical condition. Okay, I used to have that. I was a lot younger then. Why not? He says, well, you need a college degree. Huh? Put in the chat for me. I almost have 3. Why not? And he says, you need leadership. And I said, I have that too. Why not? And he said, well, because uh and he was stuttering and sputtering. And then what do you think he said? How many of you think it's gender bias? Go ahead, put it in the chat for me. How many of you think it's put a one if you think it was gender bias. Just tap a one in there in the chat. Yeah. Here's what he said to me. I don't know how to do that paperwork. Listen, he didn't know how to do his own job. It was a training issue. What would have happened if I had walked into the recruiting station and I had believed him and not me? Would I become a helicopter pilot? No. Would Global Gurus have just named me in February number 13 of the top 30 motivational speakers in the world? No. And would I be here today? Probably not. My entire future changed because I was willing to believe in myself, my abilities, my potential zone, and question with curiosity. You see, you get to choose what you believe. You get to choose. So let me tell you what I did with the recruiter. I sat in his office, I read the regulations, and I did his paperwork for him. I did his job. Because when it really, really comes down to it, I mean, it is you and you in the mirror in the morning, is that your future is your responsibility. Your future is up to you. You get to decide who you are, how you show up, what you do, what you don't do, how you live your life, how you work in your business. You get to decide every single day who you are. And your future is up to you. And the fact is, there's no autopilot in any of that, is there? Is there autopilot in entrepreneurship? No. Is there autopilot in your life? No. You are the pilot in command in the pilot seat of your business every single day. And there's no autopilot in that. I went to the flight doctor to take my flight physical, and he looked at me and he said, "Little girl, don't you know flight school's really hard? What makes you think you could do this? You are wasting my time." "Sir, I have an appointment. Let's just take the physical." And we did. And when I had to take my testing, it was the same thing. "Don't you know this is hard? What makes you think you can do this? You're wasting my time." I had to believe more than they believed. As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, you have to believe more than they believe. You have to believe more than your customers believe. You have to believe more than your family sometimes believes. It has to come from within you. Because nobody wants to buy from somebody who's wishy-washy or uncertain. They want to buy from someone who has confidence in who they are, how they show up, and what they bring. I got to flight school. I didn't know until I got into flight school that when I had gone, all my paperwork, the physical, the testing, everything had gone to the Pentagon for selection. I didn't know that there were only 2 spots in the entire nation for the United States. 2 in the nation. I have to tell you, if I had known that, I would not have been so confident in all those situations. I would have been a lot more nervous, a lot more uncertain. I didn't know that. I just knew that I was supposed to believe in that vision I had for myself in my potential zone. And so I got to flight school. First, I had to go through aeromed training, then I had to go through aerodynamics training, then I had to go through the systems of a Huey helicopter. This is what we were flying, what's on the screen. It's a Huey helicopter. I had to know every single component for that helicopter, what it was, what happened if it failed, and what was my emergency procedure to recover. Now, how many of you could do that with your vehicles? Anyone? Yeah, I was not a mechanic chick. I didn't know how to do and what most of this stuff meant. But it was up to me to put the extra time in and work harder to keep up because I was the only girl in my flight school class. And then it was the day we were going to fly. Now, are you excited to learn how to fly a helicopter? Would you be excited if you were going to learn how to fly a helicopter? Yes? Well, I'm about to teach you how to fly a helicopter. So here's what I need you to do. If you are able, please come on camera just for this bit, and I'm going to teach you how to fly a helicopter. Okay? I can see you. I've got a big screen up here. All right. So in order to fly in order for you to understand what flight school was like, I'm going to teach you how to fly a helicopter. So with your right hand, okay? So with your right hand, I want you to stick your hand straight out in front of you like this so it's facing the camera, just like that. Okay? So that's your right hand facing the camera. This is you're called your cyclic. The cyclic is a stick. It goes down into the floorboard, up into the rotor system, and it controls the pitch of the rotor blades. So this is your direction. So right now I want you to push it forward and lean forward. So push and lean forward. There you go. You're flying. Now we're all going to try to go the same direction. Okay. So looking at the camera and looking at the screen, we're all going to go pick this way. We'll all go this way. So try to go the same direction as me. Which direction you going? So look on the screen. Are we all going the same direction? All right. Now, if you wanted to go the other direction, where would you go? And if you wanted to go back, where would you go? Whoa, 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 there's a tail back there. Don't pull it too far back and hit your tail. That's bad. Don't do that. Okay, so keep your arm there because you're still flying because there's no autopilot in the helicopter. Someone has to be on the controls at all times. So right now, you are on the controls. In fact, it is so important that someone be on the controls that you would say, I have the controls. Go ahead and say it. And then I'm going to look at you and I'm going to make sure you're on the controls and I'm going to say you have the controls. So we're going to do a clean transfer of the controls, okay? What if we did a better job of that in business? If we did a better job communicating and being proactive on that. Okay, so this is just your right hand. At the same time, while your right hand's on the cyclic, your left arm I want you to imagine your elbow is pinned to the floorboard if you're able, okay? And you're going to pivot your hand forward. And with your elbow pinned to the floorboard, you're going to just raise the front of your hand. It's a lever off the floorboard. Okay. So the higher you pull it, the more airspeed you get. The higher you pull it, the more altitude you get. And if you pull it really high, you get both airspeed and altitude. So go ahead and let's pull some power. Yeah, we like that, right? But here's what happens. Even though I'm flying straight, as I pull power, it puts power in the tail in the back. So even though I'm flying straight, as I pull power, the tail starts kicking out like this. So I am flying straight with my tail off to the side. Is this aerodynamic? So with your feet, if you're able, at the same time, you're still doing all this. With your feet, you're going to push on the foot pedals. The foot pedals control the pitch of the tail rotor blade and gets your tail behind you where it belongs. So go ahead and push on the foot pedals if you're able. All right, all at the same time. But wait, because there's more. You have a center, while you're still doing all that, you have a center console of avionic and navigation equipment to tell you who to talk to and where to go. And while you're monitoring all that, you have 4 feet of instrument panel you're scanning to make sure you stay in your system limits. Because even though we're in the air, there are speed limits. Did you know that? Did you know there's speed limits in the air? There's just no signs. You have to have every single limit on every single gauge memorized. And while you're monitoring all that, you've got windows. You've got a front windshield. You've got a door window. You've got what's called a chin bubble window down here at your feet. In fact, right now, look down at your toes. Because when you lose your engine, that's where you're going to go. There's no glide in a helicopter. You're going straight down. So it's really important that you don't hit a tree or a power line. Those are bad. Don't hit those all at the same time. But wait, there's more. Because while you're doing all of that, you also have a helmet on. And with the helmet, you have a microphone. And with the microphone, you're talking internally to your crew and externally to air traffic control, all at the same time. Anyone feeling the multitasking? All that at the same time? Oh, by the way, I have the controls. You can let go now. So, and if you're sitting there thinking, what does that have to do with me? Well, isn't the pace of business faster now than it's ever been? The phone is ringing, the emails are dinging, the text messages are blinging, and sometimes all at the same time with different issues and urgencies and priorities, right? But you get to decide what you do first. You get to decide what has your attention. You get to decide where your attention goes. You get to decide. And it's just like flying a helicopter, how you can manage everything as a business owner and entrepreneur, right? And flying a helicopter, well, the first maneuver you must learn is how to hover. Hovering is when you're 8 to 10 feet or higher off the ground. The wind whips off the rotor system. It comes down and hits the ground. It actually bounces up off the ground, hits the bottom of the helicopter, and it makes it aerodynamically unstable. I mean, it is so aerodynamically unstable. It is like the bumblebee that doesn't fly and or shouldn't fly and doesn't know any better and flies off anyway. Hovering is first, hovering is last. Most maneuvers are built on hovering, and hovering requires a very soft touch on the controls. A soft touch is best. But what happens to that soft touch when you've drawn a flight instructor who is screaming at you? Who calls you stupid? Who tells you you don't deserve to be here? Who says you're wasting his time? The first week it wasn't so bad. The guys couldn't hover either. The second week, no problem. I'm not the only one struggling. Until the third week, I'm the only one struggling. The fourth week, halfway point, I'm failing. The fifth week, I asked for an instructor change. Denied. Could we? No. But what if we? No. And as I looked at the commander after asking for the instructor change, I looked at him and I said, I will not quit. You cannot make me quit. I'm going to show up and I'm going to bring the best of my abilities every single day. Because when things get hard, and it's a when, isn't it? It's not an if. We're all going to have days where things don't go our way. We are all going to have days where our physical health, our emotional well-being, our personal life, or sometimes our work just doesn't go the way we think it should go. And what matters most in life and business is how are you showing up on those tough days? How are you showing up in adversity? How are you showing up when the others would quit? Because sometimes that is the only thing you can control, is how you are showing up for others, for your customers, for your team, for the people around you. Show up and bring the best you have in the moments you are in. And so I showed up the rest of that fifth week, and I failed. The sixth week, failed. The seventh week, y'all, this is only an 8-week course. I'm going into the seventh week, 5 days of training. Next week is final exam, what in aviation we call a check ride, where you have to prove you can do the maneuvers. And I have no idea how this is going to happen. And I am just showing up. And when I walked in the Monday morning, knowing there's only 5 days of training left, and I looked up, he wasn't there. Yes. It was a substitute instructor. Give me a yes in the chat. Yes. And I'm thinking, I got a shot. I got a chance. I can do this. Yes. And he is looking at all my grade sheets. Not a good first impression, is it? And as he looks at the paperwork, he looks up at me, he looks at the paperwork, he looks up at me, and he says, "What's the deal?" Now, what could I possibly say that would excuse that kind of result? What could I say that wouldn't sound like I was blaming someone else? What could I possibly say? And I have to tell you, I had nothing. Have you ever had nothing? Have you ever blanked, froze, not known what to say? And then it came to me. Ah, what to say in a difficult situation. And he had asked me, "What's the deal?" And here is what I said. "I'm trying really hard." And then he yells at me and he tells me that other people can fly better than me. And it was just really like I'm I just broke out in tears and started crying. And let me tell you, crying in the military is really bad. It's really, really, really bad. And I could not help it. I, all that tension, all that fear just came out. And he looked at me and he said 4 words I'll never forget in my entire life. And I hope you'll write these down and I hope you'll remember these. The 4 words he said to me are, "Do you want this?" You see, when things get hard and you're feeling stuck, I want you to ask yourself, do I want this? And stay connected and committed to that passion, that fire, that desire that just gets tired. You see, you have to be the one to fuel your own fire. It can't come from anybody else. It has to come from within you. Do I want this? Yeah. He says, "Great, let's teach you." And he did. Have you ever been so close to something where you make one little shift, one little tweak, one little change, and everything falls into place? He taught me how to hover in one day. One day. Would you like to learn how to hover today? Say yes. Raise your right hand up if you're able. Now raise it up higher. Now we're going to bring your elbow down and brace your elbow against your rib cage. Pivot your hand forward. This is where your cyclic would be in the helicopter, right? I want you to brace your elbow against your rib cage. How smooth and stable is your wrist? Then lift it up and try it without the brace. Brace it again and feel the stability. He taught me how to brace my elbow, and I hovered that day. And this new substitute instructor taught me more in this 1 week than my original instructor had taught me at all. And when my original instructor came back from his week vacation going, "Fail," he could not fail me. I knew just enough to pass, but it was ugly. Have you ever had the ugly pass? Do not raise your hand if your boss is in the room, okay? Right? Because practice makes, put in the chat for me, what do you think it makes? Practice makes. John Paul says perfect. Emanuela, perfect. Loretta, perfect. Yeah. We're going to shift our paradigm on this because practice makes permanent. How you practice determines how you perform. How you practice determines how you show up, how you live in your life, how you work in your business. Everything you do today builds your tomorrow. Because practice makes, go ahead and say it, permanent. It's a shift of thinking. So I want you to be more deliberate, be more intentional, be more focused on the things that you do on a daily basis. Because what you do today has an impact and influence on something and someone else. Because practice makes permanent. It's a shift of thinking. Did I teach you how to fly today? Was that fun to learn how to fly? Well, what fly really means is to first lead yourself. Because when you lead yourself, others will want to follow. When you lead yourself, others will want to be a part of who you are and what you bring. And when you fly, you will soar. It was an honor and pleasure to have been with you today and to have served in the military. I'm Elizabeth McCormick, Black Hawk pilot speaker. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that definitely deserves a resounding round of applause wherever you are. Please let us just celebrate our amazing speaker for that amazing work that she has just done for us. Thank you once again, Elizabeth. I mean, when I saw the banner about the speaker for today and the fact that you're a pilot and a helicopter pilot, I'm always like fascinated by pilots. So I was expecting a lot. I was looking forward to today's session. And of course, you lived up to expectations. You delivered excellently. But I must say, I was expecting to be motivated today, but I wasn't expecting to learn how to fly a helicopter. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for that amazing one. I mean, I'm sure everyone here can agree with me that it was such a profound session. I love the fact that you took your time to basically break down everything, resonating it with your experience and relating it with your own real life experiences. I think everyone here definitely learned a lot, which we'll be taking back home with us today. And of course, we'll be implementing it in our lives, in our businesses. And I'm sure this will help us in so many ways. At this point, I'm just here for the feedback session. So this is the moment where if you have a feedback or you have a question or anything resonates with you from all that Elizabeth has shared with us. I mean, she has shared so many profound things with us this evening. So if there's any feedback that you have or you want to share a word or two with regards to what she has shared with us, this is the moment where you will do so. Just as GF Ghana, I'm not sure who that is, but just as he or she has done, if you're interested in sharing your feedback with us, please kindly use the reaction button underneath your screen, raise up your hand, and of course, we'll call you. But before we get to the people who have feedbacks, I just wanted to quickly have a quick chat with you, Elizabeth. I mean, all the things that you've shared with us, I myself am particularly fascinated, and I feel like all that you've shared with us is so amazing. Everyone here would agree with me when I say that as entrepreneurs, from time to time, we definitely need that reminder and that kick that you yourself, you are the pilot of your own life and your own business. So what you have just done for us today, I think is absolutely invaluable. The reminder that you've given to us that we are the pilots, and of course, we have the power in our hands. Whatever you say is possible is possible. I love your determination. I love your resilience. I love how you say, I love how you basically answer to resistance and people saying no to you. It doesn't derail you. It makes you want to continue pushing forward. And you said it here, do you want this? It's all a matter of answering that question. Do you want this? And how bad do you want this? Once you're able to answer that question, you'll be able to push yourself to the maximum. I can see Mr. President's hand up right now. That, of course, is the founder of this amazing organization, but due to the fact that he has some emergency travels, he was not able to join us with his camera turned on. I'm sure he's at the airport, but he just wants to quickly impute a few things as we have the conversation. So I'll just hand over the mic now to Dr. Sumi. Dr. Sumi, please go ahead and share with us. Thank you.
Amazing, man. Amazing. Help it. I couldn't hold it, man. Like I was doing so many things off the flight, getting off the flight, trying to get into the car. And at the same time, I didn't want to miss your story. Elizabeth, you're such an amazing storyteller. Amazing. Amazing. I love the analysis. I love the way you synced it into leadership. Such a beautiful, beautiful session. You're going to see my face someday. And in person, definitely it's going to be in person because we're going to be inviting you to the Global Entrepreneurship Festival in Cairo, Egypt. So I'm going to make sure that happens. I'm going to send more information about that. But I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you to that 25-year-old girl that was so did not mind what everybody was saying and just went for our dream. Thank you for gliding through the storms and through the bad weather. And thank you for becoming successful a successful pilot. And thank you for transforming that whole experience in Russia. God bless you, Elizabeth. I can't wait to see you. But I'm very positive. I think I'll see you in Cairo. And if not, I'm going to bring a chopper to where you are.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sumi. Okay, Elizabeth, you'd like to respond to him?
Oh, just safe travel. First of all, be safe travels, right? Always. Thank you so much. I'm glad. Thank you for the invitation, and I am happy that this we'll use a pilot term, landed well.
Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, this, of course, is the Entrepreneurs Assembly, and we've just heard from a powerful speaker, Elizabeth McCormick, all the way from the United States. She has shared her experiences with us, and of course, she's related them to entrepreneurship and how you can succeed by believing in yourself and, of course, not bulging or being derailed when you get resistance or people doubting you. So that is exactly what we've learned today. And of course, my notes, you can see, is so filled up right now. I'm going home with a lot of knowledge gained from all she shared with us. And I'm sure everybody here is also going home with a lot. On behalf of all the entrepreneurs here, I mean, Elizabeth, when you were telling your story, you said you were very young as at the time you were doing all of these things. So I can tell you for a fact that up to 50 or 60% of people here are actually as young as you were as at that time. So you definitely do not have any idea how much impact your story has just made in this room today. On behalf of all the entrepreneurs here today, I'd like to say a big thank you. We appreciate you for being here today and for sharing with us all you've shared, for giving us your time. It's absolutely invaluable and we do not take it for granted. That being said, African entrepreneurs, I would like to see all the loves that you can give our amazing speaker, Elizabeth, right on your screen at this moment. Let's just keep showing that love to just show her how much we appreciate and we honor her presence here today. We do not take it for granted. Thank you so much once again, Elizabeth, for your time today. Before we let you go, of course, we're rounding up the session very shortly. But before we let you go, I would just love to hand over the mic to you one more time, just to give one last word of encouragement or one last word of advice to all the entrepreneurs currently in this room today. Just a very brief word of advice from you before we round up the meeting today. Thank you, Elizabeth. The mic is yours.
Yeah, so I put in the chat a link to an online course I'd like to gift everyone. I got normally a $99 online course in the US, and I've overridden that to free only with that link I just put in the chat, because it has a module in there on confidence boosting. And, that's the hardest part, is, believing in yourself and believing in your vision and your abilities and staying true to that vision. So if I can help you with a small part of that with some confidence boosting techniques and strategies, I hope you will allow me to do so. And I wish you all great success as you fly. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Elizabeth. And of course, the admin will be dropping her social media handles right in the chat box. I want each and every one of you to make sure you follow her on social media, follow her, send her, like all her content, her pictures and everything. Let's just show her how much we love and we appreciate her. So Elizabeth, one more thing before you go. I just need your feedback regarding this organization. I mean, we have been doing this for a while now, bringing entrepreneurs from different parts of the world together, basically to learn, and of course, just as what we've done today, to learn, to educate ourselves, to collaborate, so many amazing things. So I want to hear your feedback regarding this community and what we're doing here.
Yeah, so I will say better things happen when you're part of a community, right? So it helps build your confidence, it helps give you that network, and so you definitely want to, stay involved and tap into the resources that are available for you that can help you, because sometimes we don't always get that with our own families, right? We don't always get that, and things don't always go our way. So use the support systems that you have that are available.
I absolutely agree. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. And of course, what we usually do here is part of our culture as a community. We end the session with dance and, of course, connections being made in the chat box. So that is exactly what we're going to be doing here today. So before we get to the dance session, I would just love to round up the session with a quick announcement. Next week, we gather here, same time, same place, 6 p.m. GMT +1. And of course, as you know, we'll be having something totally different. We'll be having a fireside chat with different speakers who will also be coming to share from their wealth of knowledge. It's going to be an incredible time. You definitely do not want to miss that. All right, so as we usually do when we are about to end the session, we close with our closing slogan, our mantra. So it goes this way: it's a call and response. When I say, if you can achieve this much alone, then you have to respond by saying, how much more can we achieve together? So that is what we believe in our organization, Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization. So I'll just take it one more time. When I say, if you can achieve this much alone, then you have to respond by saying, how much more can we achieve together? And of course, we do it like this, putting our hands together. This symbolizes togetherness. It symbolizes unity as African brothers and sisters. So entrepreneurs from all across the world, if you can achieve this much alone, then how much more can we achieve together? Thank you so much. We can definitely achieve much more together. Thank you. Do not go anywhere.
You're rocking with the best.
Thank you so much.
This is Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, where African entrepreneurs at home and in the diaspora come together to connect, collaborate, and build strategic partnerships. Join us now.
Eminent music. We dey spend money, them things say we be GEE boys. Try to mess with me, I got you CEE sauce. If you dey owe me, you go pay. I know be Dangote. I don't give 21 week, make it no pass out today. For this journey, it's very funny. But don't worry, don't give up, cause joy is coming. Put your worry away, drop off or sock away. DJ Yemeku, Kaibawa December. Oh, December, Lulu ego. Now who get money, I go call Jamo. Oh, December, Lulu ego. Oh, if baby too fine, I go spoil am. My brother, oh, December, don't call me, oh, December. December to remember, and I seen a smutty, champagne and nothing. Me and my amigos, we go drink plenty Casamigos. Girl, I want to dance with you tonight. I place no one above you cause you fine. I give you all the finest things of life. I bless the day we met cause you are mine. You are my girl, you. Oh, December, Lulu ego. Oh, if baby too fine, I go spoil am. My brother, oh, December, don't call me, oh, December to remember, and I seen a smutty, champagne and nothing. Me and my amigos, we go drink plenty Casamigos.
Rocking with the best. This is Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, where African entrepreneurs at home and in the diaspora come together to connect, collaborate, and build strategic partnerships. Join us now.